Who's out there? Who's listening? Who wants to know more about the world that wakes up when the rest of our city goes to sleep? I know I do. And who am I? I'm your Archangel, and I'm broadcasting directly from the shadows to your ears because, Truth Seeker, you are unsatisfied with the simple story, and you want to get to the deep truth. I'm here for you. I have what you need. Let's get started. Everyone is still adjusting to the ceasefire or so-called truce recently negotiated between the Ivory Tower and the Free Barons of Los Angeles. What does it mean when the hot war for the city grows cold? And who was speaking for the Anarchs? None other than the Valley Baron and music mogul, who always seems to be at the center of these things. I've heard the Cami sheriff paid him a visit soon after, but nobody seems to know exactly what that shadow dancer wanted at Club Maharani. I know more than a few who would give a pint of blood to have been a fly on the wall of that meeting, or to know why notable Duskborn have been seen migrating to the valley. Far be it from me to make assumptions, but I'll give you more information when I have. It's your crown, Los Angeles, Archangel.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, L.A. by Night. What you are watching are the Season 3 epilogues. Each epilogue is a 1-hour vignette, a short story that focuses on a specific character or a specific part of our tale. Some questions raised in the season's episodes will be answered, but new questions will also be asked. Our epilogue sponsor is Backblaze. Whether you are kindred or kind, or even a ghoul, you can rely on Backblaze to keep your personal or professional data safe and ready to be restored at a moment's notice if the Second Inquisition comes knocking on your haven door. Thank you, Backblaze. Show them some love by visiting backblaze.com/LA by night. Now, this is the world of darkness. And in the world of darkness, there are few immutable truths. One thing we do know is that appearances are deceiving, and very little is what it seems. We also know that all vampires are unreliable narrators, living inside a protective shield of secrets and misdirection. But sometimes, just sometimes, these secretive creatures can set aside their mantles of secrecy and mystery and show each other just a little of who and what they really are. With that firmly in mind, let's tell a vampire story.
Hi everyone, I am Cynthia Marie, and I will be playing Nelli G.
Hello, I'm Jason Carl, your storyteller, but also Baron Abrams. So then I said, I thought you said you were a Toreador. Yeah, it was funnier in the moment.
Apparently, dear.
It was funnier in the moment.
Oh.
You had to be there. You had to be there.
There are plenty of moments where you just had to be there.
Gotta be there.
Speaking of having to be there, did I tell you what happened down below?
Well, I mean, you hinted it was a little frantic and a little garbled. I mean, I got the bit about you've mentioned this mirror thing before. You told me you ran up against Strauss and the Scourge.
Yes.
And there was a whole big deal. But I don't care. I care that you are here. I care that you are. The rest of it, we're going to deal with. It's not going to take care of itself. The word about the truce is spreading around.
Yes. It's going to be one interesting truce. Aren't the Cam even capable of having a truce, to be honest?
They're as capable as we are, I'm sure. There are going to be individual kindred who don't respect it and who are going to provoke reaction. But that's true of our side, too. You know that some of the licks in Nine's crew are just going to do whatever they want.
Clearly. I have seen their abilities to move physical objects pretty quickly.
I mean, I would normally say the same about the Valkyries, but there really aren't any anymore.
Yeah.
What a mess. How are you feeling?
About that?
How are you feeling?
Honestly, I'm feeling a little mixed up. There's just a lot going on, and I don't know how to react. The only thing that I can do is protect my coterie mates, and at this point, I don't even know if we can even call ourselves coterie. We hold secrets from each other, and we yell at each other, and we come at each other's throat, but then we come together, and we take care of business, and then we go back to being... We're a bickering family, I guess.
Seems normal. My coterie is no better. We disagree with each other all the time.
Speaking of that, have you talked to Velvet lately?
Not since the grand opening of the Maharani Club.
Did she like it?
I think she's jealous.
Oh, good. Good, I'm glad.
She also mentioned that you dropped a name in her ear. Do you think that was wise? Now, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah?
You should have seen her face.
Good.
I don't think she knew.
I don't think she knew either.
I never told her.
But it was fun to drop the name. Come now, you drop names all the time.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, Scorsese, De Niro. Really?
Different reason.
Fair. I had one name to drop.
Well, I think it had the desired effect. She's scared of you now.
Good. She should be even more scared when she finds out that you're gonna find out that she's been hanging out with, Mario from the Camarilla?
Mario?
Some Ventru that's part of the Stardusters?
What?
Yeah. I pulled some contacts to find out information for you. That was, quite a bit interesting to find out. Do you know why she would be running around with Mario?
No. I'm not going to ask you if you're sure, because I know you would tell me only what you thought was true. So these Stardusters, there's a venture named Mario involved, and you say that Velvet is running with him?
Yeah. There's no photographic evidence yet, but we're working on digging it up.
Do I dare to ask where you got this?
Don't dare.
Doesn't matter. You know, I knew I was too soft on her.
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
the more important question is, what do I do about it?
Well,
I mean, I could do the obvious.
and take her out?
Baron can't afford to be having his alleged child running around behind his back consorting with the enemy.
No, or you can have eyes on her and have her have a worthy mentor who teach her the right way to do things.
Is that a volunteering I'm hearing?
Well, I mean, volunteer does come with price.
Ooh. Bargaining.
Always.
Always.
I've been hanging out with Ventrue too long.
Evidently. Stardusters. Yeah. You know those bastards got one of my companies?
I heard.
A little bitty one, but still.
They have a lot of money to throw around.
Yeah, I know. They're bankrolled pretty heavily by the Camarilla.
Sadly, one of them's a Toreador.
It's not really that surprising, is it? Most of our clan are in the tower.
Yeah, but to destroy another rose,
I know.
it's not right.
It's gauche.
Oh, I hate that word.
I know.
Why you gotta use it? It's just, ugh, it sounds horrible.
I know. It sounds like something he's stepped in.
Yeah,
Ooh,
like
I've
there's
got
gauche on my
gauche on my-
shoe.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, thank you. It's not something I really wanted to hear, but I'm glad I heard it, and I will take appropriate steps.
Fair enough.
Is there any chance that she is doing this because she thinks she's helping me? I mean, it wouldn't be the first time somebody pulled a double move that turned out to be a triple move.
I'm gonna give Velvet the benefit of the doubt that she thinks she's doing something good.
If she's not, I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
So what have you got to do now? This truce, Victor.
Somehow I also got volunteered to speak to another one of our clanmates,
Who this time?
Suzanne.
I thought you were going to say Edison, maybe. Or Paulina.
I wish. I would much rather put up with Edison and his flaming ways. Suzanne scares me.
She should scare you. She scares me.
I don't know what's going on here.
No, she's really careful. Yeah. She's an elder. She's older than I am. By an order of magnitude, at least. And who knows what she can really do. But we've all heard that Vannevar
Yes. Lost a set of marbles.
isn't in control of himself right now. So, is Suzanne running the show?
That's what I'm hoping to find out.
Wouldn't it be Strauss? Or are they working together?
Again, something I'm hoping to find out. Ran into Strauss down below, and I wasn't really ready to face that one because we had to take care of our own kind who didn't do so well with him being around. But at any rate,
Okay. You're going to meet with Suzanne.
yes.
She is capable of using you. Right? Mm-hmm. How do you know she won't?
I don't.
Nelli?
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Well, maybe I'm not.
I have a certain sway over her.
Yeah, you have a certain sway over everybody you meet.
Yes, so you are going to have to trust that when I say I'm going to handle something, I'm going to handle it just like I did in Milan.
I don't like it, but I do trust you.
Okay. I'm glad that we got that out.
You don't make this easy.
Do I ever make anything easy?
No, we have met.
Okay. Remember trying to buy a perfume bottle in Milan, how many times I jumped back and forth?
Mm-hmm.
I chose the red one and then the blue one
It
and
was
then
a
the red
long
one.
night.
Yeah.
It was a long night.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was worth it.
It was, because that's when I got my very first beret.
You still have that bottle?
I do. And the hat.
getting stronger. Much stronger. It's
Okay.
weird because I know Vannevar and Strauss and Suzanne are all older than me, and yet they're not going anywhere. Don't they feel it?
If they are, they're certainly hiding it well.
Maybe it doesn't have to do with age completely. I don't know.
You don't think?
I feel every night when I wake up that I should go back to Italy. That there's something there I have to do. And I'm worried that one night I'll wake up and I'll not be able to stay.
Don't know what to... Okay.
Yeah, neither do I. But look, we've already talked about this. If you don't hear from me for 3 consecutive nights anytime, go to my office,
Go behind the painting.
go behind the painting, take what's there. You'll know what to do.
Glad you have faith in me.
Can you even ask?
Shit. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
You're probably more ready than you think you are. If it happens, don't waste your nights trying to prevent problems. They're going to happen. They're going to happen every night, and they're not going to always be the problems you think they're going to be. Deal with them as they come up.
Okay. What about Velvet? She's kind of a big problem.
Yeah. So, what do you want to know?
Everything.
That might be another long evening, and I know I've got business to attend to, and I'll bet you do too.
Yeah. Okay.
That Suzanne thinks so. I'll say this for now, and then we'll pick this up again. Velvet's important, but not for the reason that other kindred think.
Go on. Ugh.
She's not my child.
I should have seen that coming. Should have seen that coming.
I guess you could say I adopted her.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
You have a way of adopting things.
You don't say.
Why her, though?
Same reason we all do things we don't want to do. I owed a favor.
I see. A favor that's going to get us in trouble?
I hope not. But that was before you told me she was hanging out with these Camarilla thugs who are after my stuff. Oh, I'm going to have so much fun with these guys.
Yeah, you are. But let's get something straight. Do you owe something to the Camarilla?
No, the debt's not to the tower.
Good. Because if that was the case, we're going to have a serious problem with her.
Yeah. I don't know what she's doing. I'll have somebody find out.
Doing what she does best. Annoy people.
I was thinking of something else, but okay. Okay. Are you going to go see her tonight, Suzanne? Is that where you're off to?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was afraid you were going to say that.
You asked.
I did.
I don't lie to you.
I have not always told you the whole truth, but I have never lied.
Okay.
There are some things you don't need to know, and there are things you will know when you are ready. Especially if I'm not here.
Okay.
So, good luck.
Thank you.
Just be careful.
I will. Got my goal.
Come back to me if you can.
Always.
I'll always try to do the same.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Here is where we pause very briefly our story. We'll be right back. It is night once more in Los Angeles, and two kindred are waiting. One kindred and one ghoul are not. They are acting. They are taking the moment and moving it forward. We join them in the middle of their scene.
Oh, well, that was an interesting time. Well, I believe we're off to, what's the address? Beverly Hills, I think, somewhere.
It's in the phone, I don't know. It's telling us where to go.
Okay, great, awesome. Fantastic. Well then, I guess we should be on our way unless there's other secrets that you want to give me.
Secret?
Mm-hmm.
No,
No other bombshells that you want to drop on me?
Okay. I get that you're a little angry.
A little
I understand. What do you expect me to do? What do you want from me?
Oh, darling, I want a lot from you.
You think I went behind your back? You think you should have been involved in all this?
Why, yes, actually I should, because I have to answer to my coterie about it.
Did it occur to you, and I hope it does now, that involving you all in any capacity was the most dangerous thing for you that I could have done? As much as it pained me to do it, to live that double fucking life, the only chance I had of keeping the heat off of all of your tales was to act like I was on their side, to give them some actionable intel. Otherwise, they would have been on you so fucking fast.
So, part of that plan sounded great, but the other part where you said you lived a double life? The double where you're supposed to check in with your fucking boss? Might actually have saved our asses. And now I gotta answer to Fiona. So what part of that did you think about?
I had to give him someone. And I don't think any of you in the coterie would consider Fiona much of an ally. It was that or give myself up, and then nobody wins. And then they find you. They got eyes on me too. They're tracking me too. They're watching who I talk to, who I visit, where I go. You think they don't notice that I'm working nights? That they're not on to me?
Jesus fucking
I risked my life to keep the heat off of you. I'm sorry. I actually am. That you couldn't have been more involved. I'm sorry that I had to live that deception, but that will never change the fact that I had to. It was the only way to keep you safe. And don't forget, that is my priority. Believe it or not. I'm on your side here.
Yeah. Okay. So we need to deal with Fiona and the Inquisition. You burned one of our allies. Despite what Victor and her have going on, she was somebody who was helpful.
The Inquisition's not much of a threat right now. Not yet. The group we were dealing with, they were newbies. They knew less than I did about you guys. But whatever heavies they're calling in, yeah, I'll obviously do what I can to run interference when the time comes. It's not easy being in that position. I hope you understand that.
Actually, no, I would never understand, but I can empathize.
Yeah, that's all I asked for.
I'm sorry you're in that position.
This is our arrangement. This is our deal. I keep your affairs in order, and you keep me alive.
You also keep me alive, too.
I'd like to think I do a pretty good job at that.
More than you know.
I appreciate that.
I don't say those things lightly, Greg. Honestly. People think I flirt and have this wild life and stuff like that. Just know what I'm saying to you is real. It's not a lie.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, I appreciate that. And it's not just the job for me, obviously. I know how I come off, but I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to be. I could have left at the church.
Absolutely.
But I didn't want to, so God, I do care about you, and I do have your back, come what may.
Take your glasses off and tell me that.
I do care about you. And I do have your back. Whatever they throw at us. I'm not going anywhere.
Then we really should have another discussion.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, you've gotten my little gifts, my little trinkets.
Yeah.
How'd you feel after you drank one of them?
Different. It was good, but it's very different. I'm stronger. I can do a lot of things I couldn't do before. But it's also changed me in ways I haven't quite got figured out. And I'm not as, I guess, comfortable with.
Well, when you sort it out, let me know.
I have been actually meaning to ask you. I want us to be able to trust each other, to work together, to feel however we feel as ourselves. And if you asked me months ago, a year ago, if I'd find myself in a field office killing my own fellow agents without a second thought, I'd have told you that wasn't me. That would never be me. And I know, still, that was not me. Before anything else happens, before we take anything further and this becomes whatever it's gonna become, I need to know, honestly, from a place of trust, what is that? The gifts, the blood, what is that doing to me? And what's gonna happen if I take another one of these?
Oh, daffodil. That is a rabbit hole that I don't think we're gonna have time for right now. But what I can give you, it's called Vitae, and my Vitae is what's giving you those powers, and it is what's called bonding you to me. And those feelings that you're feeling may be a subset of powers, if you will, or whatever you want to call it, that side effect is what the blood is doing.
It's bonding me to you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why, after that second dose, I felt like I couldn't say no to you? I felt like every idea you had was great, and everything you said had to be done now. Is that the bond?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what am I gonna become if I have more of this stuff? Is that even gonna be me anymore?
I don't know.
Listen, I get you guys have your world. You've got the way you do things. But if you care about me, if you want us to work together from a place of mutual trust, I have to be myself.
Yeah, but then you also become a liability.
How am I a liability to you as me? How many times have I saved your ass as me?
You make your own choices, and it could potentially fail us.
Has it not crossed your mind there's a possibility that those willful, self-determined parts of me, my actual self, are the reason why I've been able to do this job as well as I have so far? I was at my best, even at my most loyal to you, when I wasn't on that shit. I know you need to feel this security. You want to have your insurance policy. You want to know that there's no going back for me. But then I feel like there's really gonna be no going back. If I'm just some mindless thrall, someone just all fucking googly eyes over you because of some spell, some magic shit, then it's not real. It's not real, and it's not genuine, and you know that. And I have a hard time believing that's even what you want.
I don't know what I want right now.
You are nearly at your destination. The Greystone Mansion in Beverly Hills. Enemy territory. The invitation was specific. You and a protective guest were to come alone, and that's what you've done, while everybody else waits. The Greystone Mansion is enormous. 55 sprawling rooms, a huge, massive stone edifice, like its name implies.
Jesus.
Set far back from the boulevard, with floodlights illuminating its beautiful architecture, a monument to the excesses of decades gone by, a time when Los Angeles was very different than it is tonight. The grounds are vast, manicured and green. It is a residence that has been preserved as a historic location, a vital part of the past, saved for the future. It is also not your destination per se. Where you are headed is its gardens in the back. There is, as you expected, Nelli, no one here. There should be security guards, maintenance workers, people. But as the vehicle pulls in to the long drive and approaches the courtyard parking lot, you see no one at all.
I don't like this.
It's interesting. Suzanne has a lot of faith in herself.
You sure this, this Suzanne character is trustworthy?
Fuck no.
Great. So then what are we walking into?
No idea.
Okay.
That's why I brought you.
Glad to hear it.
Supposed to trust you, right?
Yeah, you are. We trust each other. We're a very trusting duo.
Well, let's trust our way inside here and trust that we're not going to get killed.
I will so trust. Let's head out.
Craig, do you go armed? And if so, with what weaponry or equipment?
Yeah, I'm carrying my 9mm semi-auto pistol. I've got my vest on.
You're wearing the Kevlar vest?
Yeah, standard for every one of our outings. And I've got the riot shotgun on the back, knife in the belt, and stake in the jacket.
Duly noted. Nelli, any weaponry?
The usual.
The usual. Anything else?
No, just the 2 stiletto knives.
Leaving the vehicle in the parking lot, it's easy to see from here the signs pointing to the gardens. There is a walkway, and your shoes echo on the stone flags as you proceed. It's at least well lit. No need for flashlights. But beyond the edges of the walkway lamps, it's very dark. Plenty of deep shadows.
I'd like to note that I still have the flashlight that I had from down below, pretty much the same rig that I've been wearing.
You still have the incredibly bright flashlight, the tactical grade flashlight that has proven so effective.
It's a little too dark for me right now.
And you have that ready at hand. So,
And I'd like to keep an eye out for any signs of positioning, strategic movements, setups.
well, as far as positioning goes, this sucks. Every shadow is a potential ambush site. There are hedges and trees and outbuildings, not to mention the looming stone house off to your right. From its roof, you could hit anything. It's a bad setup, if it is a setup. Your best bet, if anything goes down, is to break for cover and get low.
Okay. Well, nothing stands out right away.
Oh, good. I'd like to activate Sense the Unseen.
Sense the unseen. So, reaching out with your preternatural senses. It's free. No rouse check, but you do need to roll wits and aspects, please. Or resolve and aspects, if that's better for you.
3 successes.
3. Well, you see no Nosferatu, so that's something. You see no ghosts, no spirits, no evidence of blood sorcery, and nothing else that would be normally hidden from mortal eyes. Now, there might be things that mortal eyes could see if they were powerful enough, but Sense the Unseen won't reveal those. And so you proceed along the walkway and into the garden proper. This time of year, everything is in bloom, and it is beautiful. It's not like the winter garden at the Getty, which was artificial. This is the full height of the season.
Wow.
It's beautiful here.
Now,
Yes.
Greg Demetrios, you are at the very waning end of the power of the vitae that's in your veins. You still feel it. It's strong, and you are strong. But you know that if you wished to act against Nelli's best interests, it would be easier now than ever before.
A lot of options go through my head. A lot of things I could do, thoughts that I'm not allowed to think when the vitae is at full force.
Yes.
But I made up my mind a long time ago. I'm here because it's my choice. And I've got her back because I chose to.
Duly noted. It's not a maze, per se. But the stone walkway does split in many directions. Wind around over there. Chrysanthemums over there. Ferns, palms, roses that way, wildflowers over there. So many choices. Where do you go?
I'd like to activate now heightened senses.
So,
Eyesight.
Sense the Unseen departs to be replaced by all senses, magnified many times. It's a little overwhelming at first, the scent of the flowers, the visual beauty. This is a place that is aesthetically pleasing. And you don't feel that familiar weakness when you're in uglier surroundings. Here you feel powerful. You see and smell two things of interest. First of all, the scent. Perfume that you have smelled before. Distinctive. And eyesight. On the walkway in front of you, the very faintest of impressions where stone gives way to earth, of designer high-heeled shoes in the soft surface, leading toward the rose garden.
How apropos. We should go to the rose garden.
All right. Where did she say she was meeting you exactly?
She didn't.
She just said, go here. Is this typical of Suzanne? Do we have reason to be concerned? Does she have it out for you? What are we dealing with here?
Oh, she doesn't have it out for me. It's quite the opposite.
All right.
But as to answer for typical, yes, this is typical of a toreador.
Yeah, I'm picking up on that. All right, well, let's check out the rose garden then.
There is no one here. But there is something here, on a bench, as if left behind when the people have gone home. It is a magazine. It is this month's issue of your favorite fashion magazine. And the scent of the perfume is strongest here.
It's like she knows me so well. I pick up the magazine.
It has barely been touched, but one page has been dog-eared ever so slightly. In fact, if you weren't looking at it with heightened senses, you might have missed it. You open it?
Yes.
It's a 2-page fashion spread by a photographer that you admire, with models that you are unfamiliar with. The couture is unremarkable, popular with the crowd, but not to your taste or standard. But that is not the important part. The important part is that several numbers and words on the page have been ever so faintly underscored in pencil. Again, so lightly done that without your supernatural eyesight, you wouldn't have seen it.
What do we got?
It seems that there's an encryption circled inside here. There's like a couple of circles here and here.
Let me take a look.
Greg, you, of course, have a background in clandestine operations, and codes and code breaking has not been your field of study, but I will allow you a roll. Let's make it intelligence and investigation.
All right. So I've got mental and investigation. Does that work?
Take half of your mental, round
Okay.
up, and then add the investigation dice. I'm looking for 3 successes.
5 successes.
That's more than 3, rather a lot more than 3, really.
I'd say so.
So, you don't think that this is a message per se. This appears to be more of something along the lines of a key to a message.
This is some kind of a key or a cipher.
You remember reading about codes in your training, of course. Sometimes a code can only be understood if you have a book or other manuscript that is keyed to the code. So this magazine and this page could be that key.
Often you'd use something like this to decipher something else or as a key, but we just have this.
Can I just decipher one thing here? These shoes are hideous. Why did they pick the shoes on the...
Oh, on her?
Yeah!
Oh, jeez, come on. They're not that bad. Okay, no, they're kind of rough.
Thank you.
Anyway, yeah.
Code.
Yeah, it's like a key or an index to decipher something. You'd typically have a book or something with it, but do you know what this could decode?
The reason why the designer picked bad shoes? I don't know!
A guess as good as any.
Craig, please roll dice equal to all your willpower.
Oh, boy. That'll be 2 successes.
Unfortunately, because it is a willpower roll, you cannot spend willpower to re-roll it.
That is fair.
As you're speaking to Nelli, you feel something happen. You feel a presence. Vampires have used powers on you before, and it's happened often enough for you to know when it's happening again, but you don't understand the source. You know it's not Nelli. You know what that feels like. This is something else. And you are no longer in control of your body or your mind. Remove your sunglasses.
Greg? What's wrong?
You feel the urge to speak words that are not of your choosing, but that come from some other source.
Oh, Nelli. Oh, my dearest Nelli. I hope you can forgive me for being absent when you expected to find me here. I have prepared this message in advance, in case what I feared most came to pass. And I was right. I am being watched, and I dare not keep our rendezvous. Understand, however, that I do know the reason you are seeking me, and I agree. We can bring calm to these troubled waters, and we must. For if we do not, everything we hold dear could be so easily destroyed. That said, I am saddened to have missed you. When I think back to our conversation in the rose garden, my dead heart quickens. Our connection is special, tantalizing, dare I say, destiny. I will send word when it is safe for us to talk, to meet. Until then, please, do your utmost to ensure that the truce endures. Buy me time, and I will be in your debt. Au revoir, Nelli.
Greg, you are yourself again.
Fuck!
That sucked. Being a spectator in your own body.
Fucking blanks. What the fuck was that?
The message?
Greg, you recall everything that you said and did. You would rather not think about how it felt.
She was in my fucking head.
I'm sorry. Do you remember any of that?
Yeah, I remember that cryptic fucking message she had for you.
Okay.
I don't know what half of it means. Hope that was helpful. Did you know that was going to happen?
No.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna look at the magazine again to see if it makes sense at all.
So looking at it with heightened senses, of course, reveals the clues that I've already mentioned. Make a roll of wits and investigation. Let's change that. Make it wits and insight. Remember that you can risk the hunger to increase your wits, and that you can spend willpower to reroll fails.
Yeah, I'd like to increase my wits.
Okay, make a hunger check, rouse check.
Oh, bestial failure.
You got a skull.
Yes.
Yeah, best you'll fail the hunger check, but you do get hungrier. And she speaks to you, whispering of how delicious it would be just to taste him. He's had yours. He's had your blood. Why? Why have you waited so long to taste his? Let's help ourselves.
We have business.
Business can wait. Pleasure first, business later. Remember?
That's a good idea. But Suzanne needs us right now.
Oh. Please? It gets lonely in here.
I know, but last time you were an utter bitch to me, so you're gonna have to wait.
You have seen nothing yet.
Great.
You master yourself. Wits and insight with the added bonus dice.
I'll use a willpower.
Burn a superficial willpower to reroll up to 3 dice.
4 successes?
4 successes, excellent. You realize that whatever this cipher is, it refers to a different page in the same magazine. Flipping the pages, you find it. This one isn't dog-eared. Without the clues in the cipher, you would have no idea. This page is a full-page advertisement for arachnophoria. And again, several words and several specific letters are faintly underlined. A double cipher. A code to find a code.
This is aggravating. Part of me wishes Jasper was here.
You find something?
It's just code after code after code after code. Not my level of expertise here.
Is there any chance of me making any sense of all this?
Unfortunately, the training that you've had in ciphers doesn't extend this far. Maybe with time and research, the internet? Yes.
Well, hold on to it. Did that message give you any enlightenment? Did you have what you need?
Yeah. But we need to go. And probably pretty quickly.
Is it so much to just ask for a quiet night in once in a while? One of these days. Just something simple. No magic shit, no vampire shit, just some movies, some takeout. Fuck me.
Well, that could be arranged.
That would not be a bad idea.
Back to the car and leaving the Greystone mansion behind. Out into the night once more with some answers and more questions. And yet, with a slightly better sense of who it is behind your masks and behind your monsters. And this is where we end our vampire story for now.